Welcome to my channel, Tech Set Go. Alright guys, hold on to your remotes because the next generation, Apple TV 2025 is shaping up to be one of the most exciting upgrades we've seen in years. With a brand new A17 Pro chip, Wi-Fi 7 support, AI-powered features, and possibly even a built-in FaceTime camera, Apple is clearly planning something big for your living room. And according to recent leaks, this new model could drop later this year, possibly at Apple's October event. So, in today's deep dive, we're going to break down every leak, rumor, feature, and pricing prediction about the upcoming Apple TV, and trust me, you want to watch this till the end. Let's jump right in. Fire. The next Apple TV, a true smart home upgrade. Insiders say this upcoming Apple TV isn't just getting a performance boost, it's getting a whole new identity. We're talking faster processing, AI integration, new connectivity standards, and potentially a built-in camera system that could finally make your living room part of Apple's expanding AI ecosystem. Gear, a 17 Pro chip. Serious power for a streaming device. Let's start with the core, the A17 Pro chip. If that sounds familiar, it's because it's the same chip that powers the iPhone 15 Pro, 15 Pro Max, and even the iPad Mini 7. That means console-level power in your TV box. The A17 Pro is built on TSMC's 3nm process, offering better thermal efficiency and faster performance than the older A15 chip found. In the previous Apple TV 4K, this new chip doesn't just make apps launch faster, it opens up possibilities for gaming, Apple Intelligence, and even AR content in the future. Imagine playing Apple Arcade titles like No Man's Sky or Resident Evil Village in full 4000 HDR at 60 frames per second, all from a compact box under your TV. That's where the A7 Pro makes the difference. Plus, leaks mention that the new model could finally ship with 8 GB of RAM compared to the 4 GB found in the current model. That means smoother multitasking, faster app switching, and more headroom for AI and Siri processing. Brain Apple Intelligence coming to your living room? Here's where things get really interesting. With the iPhone 17 series introducing Apple Intelligence, it was only a matter of time before Apple brought its AI smarts to the big screen. And that time might be now. The A7 Pro chip is powerful enough to run on-device AI tasks. Sources suggest that the next Apple TV could support the new version of Siri, powered by Apple Intelligence. So that means Siri could finally become conversational and context-aware on tvOS. Imagine saying camera with flash built-in FaceTime camera. The most exciting rumor yet. One of the most talked about rumors is that the next Apple TV might come with a built-in camera. Currently, Apple TV users can make FaceTime calls using the continuity camera feature with their iPhone or iPad. Works well, but imagine if that camera was built directly into the Apple TV itself. That would mean no more propping your phone near the TV, no more connection delays, just instant FaceTime calls directly from your couch. Puzzle piece gesture controls and spatial interaction. If Apple's gesture technology makes it into this Apple TV, it could set the stage for spatial computing experiences right in your living room. Even before Apple Vision integration becomes mainstream, we've already seen how Vision OS and Apple Vision Pro use hand gestures and eye tracking. Apple could scale that down for tvOS. Imagine controlling playback with subtle hand waves or adjusting the volume with a pinch motion. It's all captured by the built-in camera. It sounds wild, but if Apple can pull it off, it'll make the Apple TV the centerpiece of Apple's AR and smart home future. Money bag pricing? Could Apple finally go below $100? Now, let's talk about something every buyer cares about, the price. Apple streaming boxes have historically been expensive compared to the competition. The current Apple TV 4K starts at $129 for the 64 GB model and $129 for the 128 GB model with Ethernet. But rumor has it, Apple might be preparing a more affordable version. It's possibly priced below $100. Analyst Ming-Chi Kuo has previously mentioned that Apple sees $99 as the sweet spot, echoing the 2010 and 2012 Apple TV models that launched at that exact price point. Just imagine a $99 Apple TV with a 17 Pro Power Wi-Fi 7. An Apple Intelligence that would absolutely dominate the market. How Smart Home Hub and HomeKit expansion? Here's another major area of focus. Smart home integration. TV has already been doubling as a HomeKit hub, but the 2025 model could make it even more powerful. With the A17 Pro chip, Apple TV could deliver console-quality graphics. Games that used to run exclusively on iPhones or iPads will now play flawlessly on the big screen. Apple S also rumored to be improving controller compatibility and possibly introducing a new Apple game controller design for tvOS. Alongside the hardware, Apple is expected to introduce tvOS 19 with a redesigned interface. Early reports suggest a cleaner, more dynamic UI with personalized recommendation tiles, AI-based content curation, and deeper integration with Apple Music, Fitness Plus, and Apple Arcade. The revamped Siri experience on tvOS could finally understand follow-up questions in context. For example, "Hey Siri, play the latest episode of Ted Lasso." "Wait, who's the actor playing the coach again?" And Siri just responds naturally, without restarting the query. That level of contextual understanding would make navigating Apple TV faster and more human-like than ever. Artist palette design and build. Sleeker, smaller, smarter. In terms of physical design, don't expect a complete overhaul, but subtle refinements are expected. Insiders say Apple is testing a smaller chassis, possibly with better heat dissipation and a silent cooling system to handle the A17 Pros.